You are being lied to right now about XRP, and it needs to stop. XRP has seen a massive explosion, something that it hasn't seen in many, many years. It broke out of a 7-year trend. It gained national attention, international attention. It entered the top 4 cryptocurrencies on planet Earth. The buzz was real, and XRP was center stage. But this is where things started to turn. The mainstream media starts to get a hold of the narrative of XRP, and they are lying and misleading people in such a dirty way, and it's got to stop. In today's video, we're going to break down the facts, because yes, we've seen a huge pump. Yes, it's the biggest in years. Yes, XRP is center stage, but the lies need to stop. In today's video, we're going to focus on the facts, and we're going to focus on the chart, and we're going to focus on what XRP is getting ready to do as we speak, because the mainstream media are filling you with lies, and you need to know the truth, because XRP is at a very specific stage in its market cycle, and I need you to pay attention, because the $1 million question you have right now is, will XRP continue to pump, and should I buy more now? Is it a good time? And if not right now, when would be a good time to add more XRP? Because you're on board with XRP. You love XRP, but nobody likes to be lied to, and it stops now.
XRP.
XRP.
XRP. XRP.
Hi, I'm Steve. I quit my job over 13 years ago, been traveling the world since, thanks to my trading and investing skills. Join me for sponsorship-free TA with genuine value that actually works. Subscribe. Let's get into the video. Today we are on XRP USD, and we are on the 2-week chart. On the 2-week chart, a lot is happening. We've got price action above, middle of our screen, we've got RSI, which is at one of the highest levels in the history of XRP. As a matter of fact, 3rd highest. We're going to talk about what that means and why you need to pay attention to this middle of the screen very, very closely. Bottom of our screen, something that we haven't seen in the history of XRP is happening right before our eyes at the bottom of our screen, but we do have some bad news that we need to get to at the bottom of our screen. So let's start with the top of our screen, the price action. It's easy to look right now to say, okay, this huge pump started to happen when we broke this trend line. It's easy to see now, but this is what I had to say many months ago. Roll the clip. Once price action breaks above this yellow line, that's when an explosion in price will happen. An explosion that XRP hasn't seen in recent years. It'll be significant because you have to think about it. This is a 6-year trend line, 6 years of pent-up aggression. Once you burst through that, it's like the walls will let go and price will just. So in that clip, you can see there was pent-up aggression. We broke through this trend line, and that is when this pump started to happen. But if you follow XRP and you follow my channel, we give you a secret clue to know before the pump happens, we have a specific cross happen in price action. Meaning you go over here to your indicators, you plug in an SMA. You set that bad boy to 9, you put him in green. You go back to your indicators, you go to another SMA. SMA is a simple moving average. You put that bad boy to 21 and you put him in red. Now you simply look for the green to cross the red. It happens before every single pump in the history of XRP. No hype, just facts. Subscribe and relax. Case in point, it happened right before we had this huge pump here and before we broke the trend line. It also happened in 2023, green line crossing the red right here when we had a pump from about 30 cents up to about $1, which by the way, we covered right here, which is why you just subscribe. So you can actually get actual information that's incredibly helpful for XRP without the fluff and without the BS. It also happened in 2020. I sat right here in this chair when all the mainstream media was saying XRP was going to zero and going bankrupt. There was a lawsuit, there was turmoil, there was havoc. I sat right here in this chair and I said, whoa, 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 pump the brakes. We just had this green one cross the red, and there's about to be a huge pump. I don't care what the mainstream media says, but these are the facts. By the way, XRP fans, I'm going to drop a bomb with this chart right here in my next video. So hit that subscribe. You do not want to miss this next video. What happened? Well, XRP went from about 17 cents up to about $2. It also happened right before the 2017 pump where we had our moving average cross. So huge clue that you can use for years and years and years to come, which is why you must share this with the XRP army. These are the actual facts happening and how to know before any pump in the future. But the broader question is, well, hey, what is going on with XRP right now? Let's talk about the lies that people are spreading. And more importantly, is it too late to buy? And if not, if it's too late to buy right now, is there a chance to buy more? If so, when? I want to break down each of these components, but let's break down price action a bit further so you leave this video with solid information about what's happening right now. So XRP had this cross. Then we broke out of a 7-year trend line. Again, a 7-year break of a trend line is massive. We saw about a 400% rally. Oftentimes, when anything in the chart has a 400% rally, after breaking out of a 7-year trend line and taking out the prior pivot high of 2021, there needs to be a cool off period. Nothing can just shoot straight to the moon. These things are methodical. These things are built in to methodical market cycles. And what you see here is a huge pump in price action. You can see the cross that happened, the breach of this line, the huge pump, and you see these top wicks. These are profit taking, right? What happened is we saw this huge wick. There started to be large profit taking, and it sort of pushed price down. This is fine. This is called consolidation. After you see a large pump, this is traditional. What you want to look at is you can see we do have some bottom wicks, which means that these huge profit takings happened here. It pushed price way down to this area of about $2-ish, and $2-ish so far has been protected. Why? You want to always look left in the charts. When you look left, you can see structure here. This structure happens at about $2. So people who understand charts look at this and they say, okay, I don't care that the mainstream media is lying to everybody. They just look purely at structure. That's why the $2 level was bought up. That's why you see some wicks at the bottom side. Now, there is a huge potential opportunity between $2 and $150 that we're going to get into a bit later. But again, what you see happening in the charts is traditional. What you want to look at further is the middle of our screen. Middle of our screen, RSI. RSI registers overbought and oversold, right? Overbought is up here above 70 and oversold is down here below 30. In other words, if you look at the chart right now, we are at our third highest overbought area of XRP's history. The first two came in 2017 with that first remarkably huge pump here, and the second happening at the top, December 2017. Those are the top two overbought areas. In other words, the most overbought area happened at this first pump, and the second one happened at this second pump, right? So traditionally, everybody buys at the worst possible time. More on that a little bit later. But right now, you can clearly see it's the third highest. That's not up for debate. What is important is if you take the structure and look left. What XRP tried to do is it looked left and it said, okay, we see this wick here from November 20 and here from April 21, and it wanted to hold that as support. and it tried. It's trying as we speak. But what is happening is we have a structure that happened before here that XRP has to respect, or it's in deep trouble. And that's right here. What you want to do when you're looking at a huge pump is you look left and you look for the main structure, and then you look for the most recent structure. So this would be the main structure. It's like, hey, we had this RSI jump way up here. We want to hold this structure as support. But the most recent structure is very critical, meaning this swing high here from July 2023. On the chart of a 2-week chart, it's 65. We're looking at 65 as an area that XRP needs to hold. Why? Well, if you see some sort of a pullback or consolidation period because there was profit taking and there's some sort of drop in XRP, don't listen to the mainstream media. They're just full of lies. They try to embed you with fear. Oh my God, XRP is crashing. Oh my God, sell everything. What you want to do is remain level-headed and look at structure. And you say to yourself, okay, the main structure here, we maybe not be able to hold. However, our most recent structure here creates some sort of a range where we want to hold 65. We're nowhere near 65 at the moment, but even if there was a pullback, which we're starting to see some sort of rejection from this area, which coincides with these two data points, if that rejection goes further and we start to see a larger pullback, don't worry, look at this structure. If we broke this structure, then we're in a bit of trouble. But until then, we're not. So when you look at the bottom of our screen, we have a red arrow here. Why do we have a red arrow here? Well, this is a 2-week chart, and we just had a stochastic RSI cross down that just printed. But let's pump the brakes a bit. No hype, just facts. Subscribe and relax. Let's go back and look at what it's built over the past year. So back here in October 2023, we started with a 2-week stochastic RSI cross. We created this swing high. Then we created a higher high and a third higher high and a fourth higher high. In other words, for the past year, we've been remarkably strong with our momentum. So the stochastic RSI is our momentum. The RSI is overbought, oversold. So right now, obviously, we're a little bit overbought, and our momentum is right now pointing to the downside after 1 year of remarkably strong momentum. All of those things are okay. We can take a deep breath, and we're not going to focus on what the mainstream media is saying. Those people are pure idiots. What is important is facts in the charts. So the facts are saying, like, hey, right now we have a cross down. Is it the end of the world? No. According to the developer of the stochastic RSI, a cross down becomes official when both the fast line, the blue, and the slow line, the orange, go below 80, which is right here. Have both of those happened yet? No. So are we immensely concerned and panicking and running for the hills? No. We haven't had an official cross down, right? It's in the making. It could happen, but it's not official, right? We do have a cross. It's right in front of us. But again, the slow line, the orange, is still up here. It's not below the 80 yet. So more to come on that in a moment. But we've broken down price action. You have sort of an idea of what's happening with price action. We understand this $2 range is very important. I did hint at the $1.50 range that we're going to get to in a moment. We understand the RSI a little better now. Like, okay, it's trying to hold structure. It's kind of struggling with the 2021 structure, but this structure from 23, it needs to hold. And now we understand 1 year of a buildup in the stochastic RSI is quite aggressive. That normally doesn't happen. If you look at a traditional one like this, it's around the same sort of time range. And after about a year of going up, there is some sort of cooling off period where it needs to regenerate that momentum for that next push. So this is where we stand today. And the question becomes, okay, is it a good time to buy? Is it too late to buy? And what should we look at to understand, is it too late to buy? Well, one of the first things you want to look at is the RSI. Where's the RSI? right now, if you're a disciplined trader, you're saying to yourself, okay, the RSI measures overbought, oversold. You always want to do the opposite of the majority of humans. So if it right now, it's one of the most overbought in history, probably not a good time given that information. Also, given the fact that we have a stochastic RSI crossdown. What you want to do is buy XRP when the RSI is low. No hype, just facts. Subscribe and relax. Look at this white line that I drew on the chart. It's at about 40 on a 2-week time horizon. Look at all of the times it touched 40. It loves the 40 level, and every time it touches, it's a remarkable time to buy. You talk about when it first touched 40 back here, probably when it was way a fraction of a penny. Then it touched 40 again here when it was still way less than a penny. Then it touched 40 here again when it was at about 27 cents. It touched 40 again here when it was at 18 cents. All of these times when it touches 40 on a 2-week time horizon on the RSI, these are the times to buy. Why? Because this is when the high majority of humans are selling, and you want to do the opposite of what they're doing, right? Those people are probably listening to the mainstream media. You don't want to do either. You don't want to follow the majority or the idiots in the mainstream media, right? So you look at this 40 level and you say, okay, how about recently? Well, we recently touched a 40 level here when we're at about 30 cents. And then most recently, we touched it here when we were also at about 40 cents. So if you just bought at the times where there were absolute bloodbaths and everybody was destroying XRP, but you just followed this rule, you threw on the 2-week chart and you're like, okay, now it makes sense. Those are the times to buy. Now you're saying, okay, well, I clearly missed the boat because I didn't buy at 40 cents, which probably means you don't watch my videos, which means you need to subscribe because we gave a huge warning about a big pump in XRP coming. But regardless of that, you still haven't missed the boat yet. Let me explain one other opportunity that could be really making traders salivate. We understand XRP took a huge pump. We understand the RSI is overextended. We understand the stochastic RSI has had quite a rally for a year. We get all of that. We understand there may be a pullback. That's okay. We understand the consolidation period that we're in. However, a disciplined trader would look at this and say, okay, I'm taking in all the information, but I'm looking left. I'm looking left at structure. And when you look left, you get here to the 2021 top. And you say to yourself, okay, there's some structure between $2 and $150. Any range between $2 and $150 may be a strategic place to enter a position. Why? Because you can actually mitigate risk, meaning if price were to fall, it would likely fall to this structure first. And that structure is likely to hold at the moment. And again, we would need to study the charts to see what it would be at that moment. But it would be a smart opportunity to enter a position and protect yourself on the downside. Because if it broke 150, you know that we're in some deeper trouble. But it's likely to hold somewhere between $2 and $150. And that is an area to potentially enter a trade and really get ready for a potential next leg up. Share this video with everyone in the XRP community. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you right back here in the next video. This bull run is our road to 500,000 subscribers, but I need your help. Today, tell one person about our YouTube channel, how we spit facts, go against the herd, take no paid sponsorships of any kind. Road to 500,000, let's go.